around, my baby. Got me staring at you, so I'm crazy. Won't you bend that back for me? We won't stop, got your feet both locked. You get to fly with me. I can take you down for a ride. I take you around my life. Jaywalking, crosswalking, lip locking. But you, I know it, you know it, we make it.
Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexis, and I'm so glad you guys stopped by today. I just want to start by saying that this was going to be a live tutorial. It's going to be in real time. However, I ended up having to make it a voiceover because I had a couple of things going on while I was trying to record. The dog was barking. I forgot to put my phone on airplane mode, so I was getting notifications. So it was just crazy. So I said, you know what, this is a mess. I'm going to go ahead and do a voiceover and call it a day. So just to kind of start out, letting you guys know, this is my first makeup tutorial since I started my channel. My channel is new, and I actually have some wig reviews that I do have on my channel that I've done, and I'd like for you guys to go and check those out. So that is one of the things that I'll be doing. I will be doing wig tutorials and wig reviews, as well as makeup tutorials and some makeup reviews, and I will be doing inspiration on my channel. And, you know, I just kind of want to have a little different spin. I do love inspiring people, and which is one of the reasons why I started my channel. So, and I really, really like all things beautiful, all things girly, all things makeup. I just, I enjoy it. So, here, what I'm doing is I'm going in with my concealer. The concealer that I've gone in with, this is a concealer that I'm using to cover up any spots that I may have, or even maybe cover up some moles or something like that that I may have noticed. I generally don't have any skin problems, except I am noticing as I get older that I am getting a little more darkness underneath my eyes. And I don't know if it's because of age or if it's because I'm not sleeping enough, because I don't sleep a lot these days sometimes. So I don't know, it could be a number of things. But anyway, whatever it is, we're going to conceal it, and we're just going to keep on rocking. There's some certain things we have to deal with in life. No big deal. So the concealer I am using is by O Studio, and it is a concealer in the name Coffee, the color Coffee, and it is $1. Y'all, for $1, this concealer is excellent. It actually has very good coverage, and I can hear my son. I apologize for that, you guys. He's loud. Okay, but anyway, this concealer, I'm blending it in with my Everything Creamy brush from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe collection as well. The brush is actually a pretty good brush for doing that with. It is the Everything Creamy, and I think it did a good job of blending out that concealer. So now I'm going in with my foundation over that. This is the Maybelline Fit Me in the color 355, the color Coconut. That's my color. I find I really, really like this this drugstore foundation. I found it to have pretty good coverage, and it was actually surprising how much I do like it. It is the matte poreless one because I do have oily skin, and that one tends to be better for that. But y'all, the foundation is excellent. If you're used to high-end foundations, I guarantee you to give you the same type of coverage. And I'm going to be blending that in with the oval number 10 brush that I just showed you guys. It's from the RT set. RT's brushes are expensive, but they are worth it in my opinion. I have had this set for about 3 years now. They came out about 3.5, 4 years ago. And I got a set of 10, and it costs right at $500. Now, like I said, I know that's a lot, but to me, they're worth it. You guys, I don't know what I was doing right here putting this bottle on my face. I wish it had a pump. Sometimes you do dumb stuff before you know it. So anyway, right here, I'm just kind of still putting it on, and blending it in. I speeded up this process because that's pretty much all I'm doing. But this brush gave my foundation a beautiful soft finish. I love using this brush for blending my foundation. I do have other brushes that I use as well, but this is one of my favorites. And if I paid $500 for a set of brushes, you better believe I'm going to use them every chance I get. Okay, y'all, so I'm showing you guys that I'm going in with my Fenty matchsticks. I like the matchsticks, y'all, but sometimes they can be a little dry. That would be my only thing, my only gripe about the matchsticks. They can be dry, but you can warm them up on the back of your hand, and that will, you know, help out with the dryness. So I'm just placing that down for my contour in the color Espresso. So to blend that out, I'm going in with the Jaclyn Hill brush. This is the contour brush from the set, but I'm finding that it's not good to blend out this particular contour, and it's usually pretty good. So I think it has to do with the dryness of the matchsticks as to why it won't blend in as well. But I'm blending that in. I'm using that. Generally, this brush is good for doing contour, especially if it's a powder. So maybe it's better suited for powder, or maybe, like I said, it just may be that the matchsticks are so dry. So I'm going in, like I said, just blending that out and getting it to the desired look. And once I get done blending it out, I am going to be going in and blending out my contour on my nose with one of the Artis brushes. That is one of the smaller brushes from the set. And I do use that. I'm showing it to you there to blend out the contour. Okay, so you guys, also, if you have been looking at YouTube for a while, you know that there's a lot of us that come on, and sometimes you may not know the difficulty that comes along or the issues that comes along with doing a YouTube channel. But if it's something that you want to do, I invite you to go ahead and step out of your comfort zone or your box and do it. I am so happy these days doing what I love. I have allowed fear of judgment and all these kind of things keep me away from doing it. But now I am very glad that I went ahead and stepped out and did it. Now I love it. So if you got something that you want to do between you and God, the earth and the sky, you can get it done. Always remember that. So the next part we're coming with is I'm going to be laying down my concealer that highlight over the foundation. I'm going to be putting that underneath my eyes, on my forehead, the middle of my nose, and on my cleft in my lip and my chin. So I'm placing that down. As you can see, the places I'm putting it. I'm blending it in with another one of the Artis brushes. So I'm just blending it out, making sure it's good. Went back in with the concealer brush one more time to make sure it was good. Noticed a couple of mistakes that I made, and I also noticed that I have hooded lids. So I went back in to pat my lid a little bit more with that base, which is the P. Louise base. And here, you guys, I'm showing you that I'm using the Beauty Bakery flour powder for my to set my concealer in the spots that I put it in my highlight concealer. I'm using that. I find I really, really like this particular setting powder. I have another one, a couple of other ones that I've used. I've used Laura Mercier and numerous others, but I do find that I like this one because I have little fine lines, and it does keep it at bay as long as possible. And right here, I'm probably looking for a brush to put it on with, but I will be going in with the brush from the Jaclyn Hill set. It is called the Under Eye Powder Brush. And there it is there. I'm showing it to you. I like this brush for laying down my powder. It does good. So not a whole lot to say about that. So I'm speeding this up because I'm going to be laying that setting powder down just to make sure that I keep the creasing at bay as long as I can. So now we have come to the star of the show, the eyeshadow palette. Y'all, this palette is the BPERFECT Carnival palette, the Stacey Marie Carnival palette. This palette is a beautiful, beautiful palette for rainbow. It is a rainbow palette, but it also has colors in it that you can use for neutral tones, and you can do neutral tones with pops of color. The pigmentation is awesome. I mean, like, I think, in my opinion, this is a must-have palette. A girl that I watch on not on YouTube, on Instagram. Her name is Lulu's Beauty, and I asked her because I saw her using it. I said that palette and all the looks that she would do with it was so bomb. I'm like, that palette has to be pigmented. And I can agree when she said that it was a must-have palette. I can agree to that. They've actually released another one, and it is the #2 version of this, and they said that they had some colors from this one in the new one. So I may be picking that up, I'm not sure, but even if I do pick it up, I'm still glad that I have this one in my collection. So you can't go wrong with that. So you can go check that out. So anyway, like I said, I'm actually going to be going in with my Jaclyn Hill brushes to do my eyes as well. Now I am going to be pulling out the, this is the brush that I'm going to be using. I have to put it in the description box, but it's a short packing brush. It's not a flat brush though, it's more of a short blending brush, but it's dense and it's going to allow me to place that color and pack it on the way I want to in my outer V. And I just noticed there that I do have some creasing on my eyelid because I have hooded lids, and I noticed the P. Louise base that I was using, it had creased some. But you don't have to put powder to set the P. Louise base because the colors and the payoff is so good, even if you don't set it. But when you have a hooded lid, while you're placing down and doing other products or doing the rest of your face, you'll notice that you will get some creasing. So you just kind of do that. Make sure you get the creasing gone before you apply your shadows, because if not, you will be able to see it. So the color that I'm going to be going in with is a color called Wasted in the palette. It is a beautiful deep purple. I mean, it is a stunning purple, y'all. I really like it. So I'm going to be going into the outer V with that color. So you guys, just when I am silent or I go away, you know, just let this nice song, it's a song that I really that I heard one time and I was like, oh, I like that. So just enjoy the tunes. Okay. So I'm just kind of going to be just blending that, packing it on. I am working on getting better angles with my makeup tutorials because I want it to be a little bit closer, but right now I'm using my phone. And but that's what I had to do to start out. I didn't want to keep using the excuse of not having a camera to start. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to start with my phone. And I found that it's actually worked out pretty good recording on my phone. I'm not having any issues with it, except, like I said, I do want to get closer angles. So you just don't let not having a camera stop you from starting your channel if it's something that you want to do. So you just saw me blow that pan, y'all. This palette didn't give me any it gave me kickback in the pan. It didn't give me any fallout on my cheeks, though. I was really surprised because generally when palettes are this pigmented, they're going to give you some fallout, but this palette did not do that. It actually, you know, just kicked up in the pan, but that doesn't bother me. So the next color I'm going to be going in with is a color called Funky, and I'm going to be going in with another brush from the collection. Funky is a beautiful hot pink color that I'm going to be laying right next to that color Wasted. It's real like neon like. I really like it, and I'm packing it on here, but later on I'm going to be packing on a little bit more just to make sure that that color is vivid as I want it. And I'm actually not really doing any blending right now. I may do a little blending as I'm placing them down, but for the most part, I'm just kind of laying them down and not really doing any blending right now. And I was trying to decide what color I was going to go in with. I ended up going in with the blue. I looked at my nails and thought maybe I can lay a blue next to it, and the blue that I chose is close to the color of my nails. So I'm going to be placing that down shortly. So actually right there, I'm just kind of blending it in. Okay, so here I am laying down a blue next to the pink. I can't remember what this blue is. I have to put it in the description box. But I am laying that down right next to it, and I was kind of trying to go between the blue and another color, and then I knew that I wanted to use the yellow in my transition, so that's what I'm doing right here. so I decided to do the glids instead. And these colors, they blend well together as well. The blendability is so easy. It doesn't take a lot of effort to blend them. And I love doing vertical looks, having a hooded lid. Lid placement is real easy when you do a vertical look, which is of course going from left to right or right to left across the eye instead of up and down. I do like to do those looks as well, don't get me wrong, and I'm actually working on making them better, of course, but I do like a vertical look for the reason that it is easy. It's an easy look to do for a hooded lid. You just have to make sure that you go over your hood with your placement. And it can be very pretty. So here I'm showing that I'm going in with that yellow. I'm not sure what that color is either, but it is in the palette. And I'll have to put that in the description box below. I'm just going to take that into the transition area only. I'm not taking it up beyond up to my brow bone because I do want to put another color on my brow bone. So there I'm showing you guys that yellow. So it takes a little bit of packing on. If you know anything about yellow colors on brown skin, it takes some packing to get them to, you know, show up the color that you may want if you're trying to get a deep yellow. But I just kind of wanted to wash because it is in my transition. So... and laying that down, I was using, the brush that I was using was a fluffy brush from the Jaclyn Hill collection. And the color that I'm placing down the blue with was another blending brush from the set. I'm not sure exactly which brush that is, but there's several blending brushes in that set. So here, I'm just kind of going back in, making sure those colors are as vivid as I said. You see me go back in with that pink, so it made it more, it made it pop more. And so I was like, okay, I like that. So here I kind of speeded this part up because all I'm doing is going back in, like I said, going over the colors and just making sure everything is blended together well so there are no harsh lines and no sharp edges. So I'm showing you guys there how I did it. And actually I really thought this color was really pretty, this look. I hope you guys like it. Please be sure to comment in the box below, like the video, share, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already so you can go on this journey with me. Okay, so I'm just kind of letting you guys know here that I'm going to be coming back after I have done the lining of my eyes and everything. I'm going to come back with the finished look. When it comes down to me lining my eyes, you guys, with me having really curly eyelashes, it makes lining my eyes kind of difficult even if I have a gel liner, which is the one I'm using by Inglot, the number 77. This is an extremely black liner and I love it for the color payoff. And it can be a bit messy, but I do the best I can, like I said, with my curly lashes when I'm laying down with the brush. The brush that I'm using is the winged liner brush from Sigma. I've had this brush for several years too, but I find that it gives me a pretty good flick. And sometimes even the flick may not come out right. So when stuff like that happens, don't get discouraged. Just know that the next time, practice really does make perfect with makeup. Okay, y'all, I am back with the finished look. So this is the finished look. Okay, and what I did while I was away, I lined my eyes and I used the Inglot liner. This liner that I use, y'all, is like Kohl Pencil. It's 01. And that's all it has on it, but it's by Inglot. I love this liner because it's really black and it allows you to smudge it if you need to. Okay, I also applied some blush to my cheeks. The blush that I used is this one. Now this blush, y'all, is Iris. It's from BH Cosmetics, but it's old. I've had it for a long time. They're probably not even making it anymore, but it's one of their duos, so I use this. Okay, and as my finishing powder, I use the Crayon Case Chalk Dust, and mine is in the color Y, the Chalk Dust in Y. I use this as my finishing powder. And for my bronzer, I use the Becca bronzer. It's this one right here. This one is in the color Maui Nights. This has been out for a while as well. But it's really pretty. I love this blush. This bronzer. I'm gonna show it to y'all. It's really pretty. The camera may be making it a little bit lighter than it is, but it has a real toasty look and it goes great with my complexion. And on my lips, I am wearing the crayon case on one of the Tokyo, what do they call these? The dipping sauces. Yeah, the dipping sauces from Tokyo Vanity. This is the pink one that's in there. It comes in a set. There's a set, I think it's like 4 or 5 of them in there, but this is what I use, what I have on my lips. I like it. It's really shiny. It's very, very, it feels good on the lips. It's not drying and it lasts a long time. Okay. So, and before I put my, what I primed my face with, you guys, I went in with this Tasha, and this is my first time using this. This is a sample that I picked that I got from Sephora, and I really like this. I think I'm gonna have to try this again. I like the way that it has my foundation looking. And of course, the foundation that I use the Maybelline Fit Me in the color 355. That's my color. Okay, and my lashes are from AliExpress. So like I said, this is the finished look. I like the way it came out. I hope you guys do. If you have any questions about anything that I've used, anything I haven't answered, please leave them in the description box below. I will be bringing you guys more makeup tutorials now. I'm a little bit more comfortable now doing a makeup tutorial on camera. So I will be bringing you guys some more makeup looks, okay? And if you have any other questions, like I said, just let me know. But I really, really, really like this. As far as the wig that I'm wearing, this is a human hair wig. This is one that I got from... I can't remember the name of the place, y'all. Asteria Hair. It's from Asteria Hair. And I haven't really done anything, so I just kind of put it on so I could do my makeup. But, and I wet it a little bit. But I can tell you guys this, I've had this wig for a long time. I've worn it a lot. And it is very, very soft. It doesn't shed a lot. I've washed it. I haven't dyed it or anything like that. But I really, really like this unit. I think they did it's just really pretty. So anyway, y'all, so that's it. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw. Please like, comment, and please subscribe. And y'all, please share the videos. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers. My goal was to get to 100 subscribers by the end of September, but that didn't happen, and that's fine because, you know, you have to start somewhere. So hopefully I can get to 100 subscribers by the end of October. So that is my goal. And I'm thinking I'm going to have more than 100 by the end of October. That is my prayer. Okay, so you guys have a great day. You guys be safe, and always remember that no matter what happens in the course of the day, that there is absolutely nothing that you and God cannot handle together. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. Bye, you guys.
Oh, my baby, got me staring at you. So I'm crazy. Won't you bend that back for me? We won't stop. Got your feet both locked. You get to fly with me. I can take you down for a ride.